Hi guys and girls, back with another video. So just 24 hours left until Mr Olympia 2019 officially kicks off in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm actually going to be flying to America tomorrow and fingers crossed I'm going to be able to live stream it myself because I'll be flying into Florida for 2 weeks. So obviously there's a lot happened in the last week or so. I'm going to be covering those topics in the video as we go along. Obviously for now I just want to talk to you quickly about when it starts. So it will start streaming on Friday and Saturday, so that's the 13th and 14th. You'll be able to watch the Olympia on the official web streaming service, which will be available at digitalmuscle.com. I've checked on their website and I can't find any information, unfortunately, whether you have to pay or not. I'm hoping it's going to be for free. It would be nice if they did that, but we'll see what happens, obviously, when it's published live on Friday and Saturday. As you can see, it's 7 till 10 p.m, both on Eastern time in America. And yeah, if you, like I said, you want to check it out, just go to that website and you'll be able to watch both of the events. So I've got the official final 16 competitors for the Men's Open, and they are starting from the top: William Bonac, Max Charles, Hadi Choopan, Lucas Ozladil, Michael Lockett, Mohamed Shaban, Dexter Jackson, Steve Kucklow, Luke Sando, Patrick Moore, and Cedric McMillan. Now that's 1 to 11. We still have 12 to 16 to discuss, but just quickly, there have been a few people that have been removed and also who have removed themselves from the actual event. So that's why there aren't as many this year. Then you've obviously got Jonathan De La Russa, Juan Mel, Brandon Currie, Akeem Williams, and last but not least, Rowley Winker. Now, I can't pronounce his name very well, but Rowley is my favourite for this year, and I think he's going to win. So, obviously, that brings us on to the first topic, and that is Phil Heath announcing a few days ago that he won't be competing at this year's event. Now, obviously, there's been a lot of speculation this year as to whether he was going to or not. He still looks in amazing condition, as you can see. He looks stage ready, but unfortunately, he's decided not to compete this year as he wants to focus on other things. He said his career in other areas, so he's still going to continue his bodybuilding because he obviously has his sponsors, but his official statement here says that he will officially be not competing in this year's event. It's a real shame, but you know, you've got to respect him. He's won 7 years in a row, so fair play to him and good luck to what he's doing, and maybe we'll see him in 2020. And also, there's been no official confirmation if Shawn Rhoden's allowed to compete still. So as you've just seen the list of the top 16, he's not on it. So we can only assume that he hasn't been allowed because of those pending rape charges and investigations. So sadly, the current champion won't be competing this year either, which is a real shame. He does looks in amazing shape still, and it's a real shame he's not been able to defend his title this year. But it's you know, it's politics, and it's how it goes in the industry. I'm hopeful he'll make a guest appearance, maybe some guest posing, but whatever happens, good luck to you, Shawn, and fingers crossed you can come back next year and reclaim your title because you deserve it. So this leads me on to the new kid on the block, who is Hadi Choopan. Now, for those who don't know him, he's an Iranian bodybuilder, and he's actually been trying to get into America for many years and has constantly had his visa denied for reasons I don't know as yet, to be honest. But nonetheless, after many unsuccessful attempts, he's finally been granted a visa and he's finally allowed to compete at the Olympia. Now, many people are speculating based on his size, because he's not the biggest guy in terms of height and whatnot. He's only 100 kilos if he'd be doing the 212. But his coach and himself have decided to go for the Men's Open. So looking at his physique, I think he has a fantastic physique. He's got very good proportions, very good muscle bellies, very full, great definition. I think if he brings in the right conditioning on the day, even though he's smaller than the likes of Brandon and Rowley, I think his conditioning could help bring him through, kind of like Lee Priest back in the day. So, you know, this is obviously a wild card. People weren't expecting him to come in to this division. He's not going to win. That's a fact. It's his first ever professional Olympia Men's Open challenge. He has competed before in other divisions for the IFBB. He has won titles, but obviously this is his first experience. If he was to win, it would be amazing. But I think based on how the other guys are looking, their experience in the industry and previously competing, and of course their size, and I think they're still going to obviously take it. But there is potential that he could fall into the top 6. Like I said, if his conditioning is right on the day. There are obviously many other people who aren't on stage, like we said. Phil Heath's not there. Shawn Rhoden's not there. Big Ramy is also not competing. I haven't mentioned that, but he won't be there. He's obviously announced that he doesn't want to compete this year, and hopefully he'll come back in 2020. So there's definitely some room for him to get in that top 6, maybe 4 or 5 even. So, but it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. It's nice to have a new person in there, because obviously we can't always have the same people. You know, even though they're good, it gets a bit boring. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how he gets on. I would recommend doing a bit more research into him. He seems like a really nice guy. So yeah, check him out. Moving on to Luke Sando from the UK. He's funny enough the same age as me, which surprised me, to be honest. At 30, he's actually one of the youngest contenders for the title, so he's got a lot of potential still. And he obviously is his first time competing at the Olympia. He qualified earlier this year from another event, and I think he's got a good shot at being top 6. He's got really good size. He's definitely got, you know, potential there. Looking at these posing photos and videos, he looks great. I mean, amazing size. His back is dense, thick and wide. He's got really big arms from the back. You can see that as well. I would say his legs, hamstrings don't have much fullness there. They obviously are big, but I think there could be some more mass there. But overall, I think he's bringing in a really good package. He's definitely got what it takes to get in that top 6, and I'm hoping maybe he might even place higher in his first event. So good luck to Luke. You've done so well getting to where you are at this stage. You know, for your age, you've done amazing, and to get to this point is incredible. So good luck to him. He's a Redcon sponsored athlete, if you guys didn't know. Check him out on Instagram. He's a cool guy, seems really down to earth, really nice, and hopefully I'm going to be meeting him one day at a future event, probably at the Expo in Birmingham next May, which should be good. So moving on to my favourite, and that's Rowley. Now Rowley came third last year, obviously losing to Phil Heath, and it was a real shame. He later went on to win the Arnold Classic, and he has won many other competitions and such. But this year, this is where he's looking freaky. Everyone's been talking about him, saying how hulkish he looks. He looks like superhuman. I mean, look at the size there and the fullness. And what's even more impressive is how he's able just to keep his midsection in check. You know, he's absolute great. They're flat, they're tight, they're well sculpted and separated. And, you know, his genetics are insane. I think, you know, he's got some of the best genetics in the industry right now for men's open. And I really think that he's got a shot this year now to be top 2. He's in the top 2. And let's face it, everyone's saying it's Brandon Currie. I think it's between him and Brandon. And I personally want Rowley to win because I think he deserves it. I think in the last 2-3 years, he's really done a lot to improve his midsection. And I think that he's got a good shot. So good luck to him. And let me know what you guys think if he's going to be in the top 2, because I definitely think he's in the top 2. And then here's your contender, Brandon Currie. Now, Brandon's done amazing things in the last 2-3 years as well in terms of his physique. It's gone up and up and up. He's improved his conditioning. His size has improved. He's got bigger and bigger. He definitely now has the potential to win it. Everyone is saying he's going to win it. There's a lot of positive things in the media, in newspaper articles, online, on social media. He's really got a lot of people on his side. And, you know, I don't for any moment think he hasn't got the potential and he doesn't deserve to win. You know, he has an amazing physique and a great attitude and mentality towards bodybuilding, and I think he's going to do really well. I mean, his body is amazing and he looks complete. He looks ready. Like, the videos I'm posting here are very current, very new, only like 1 or 2 days apart. So from what you can see, I think he's definitely got a great shot. He's going to be in the top 3 and top 2 like Rowley. Number 3, I'll be honest, I'm not too sure who's going to be number 3, because I'm thinking Rowley, number 1, William, number 2, and then maybe a new person might come through. You know, you've got William Bonac from the Netherlands as well. He could come in, but he's a shorter guy. It's the same thing with Hadi as well. So I'm really not sure. I'm just looking at my predictions for 1 and 2. And like I said, I think it's going to be between Rowley and Brandon. But Brandon, I think he could just slip in there because his size is monstrous and his conditioning is on point. However, I do think Rowley does have better genetics, especially with his triceps, and his midsection is looking a lot tighter. But we will see. And I'm wishing Brandon huge success and good luck. And lastly, the last story for today, and that is the sad news that Nathan DeAsha from the UK has been disqualified from this year's event, pending steroid charges. So basically, he's been accused of being a known supplier and a dealer within the industry, and unfortunately for that reason he's been removed from the list and not allowed to compete, which is a real shame because the guy qualified for the first time this year and has huge potential. You know, he's only 32 and he has a fantastic physique, and he has already proven himself against some big contenders. So sadly, he won't be there, and he doesn't have a shot. So I don't know what's going to happen for him in the future, because there can be strict and very, very harsh implications for things like this with Mr Olympia and the organisers involved. So sorry to hear what's happened, Nathan. Keep your chin up, mate. I reckon you'll be allowed back in next year. Fingers crossed for you, and don't lose sight. Keep training hard and stay focused, and hopefully it won't be wasted for you next year and for future competitions. So I hope you liked the video, guys and girls. Thank you very much for watching it. Best of luck to everyone competing this weekend, not just obviously Mr Olympia. We've got Miss Olympia as well. You've got the men's classic. You've also got bikini. You've got the 212. So best of luck to all the athletes competing. I hope it's a great day. I wish so badly I could be there, but maybe next year or another year I'll be able to go there and actually watch it for myself in person. But I will be streaming it, and like I said, remember you can check it out online. It will be streamed. So yeah, until then, take care, guys, and Omega One Fitness signing out.